What's up?
All right. Should we show the world?
You know what? We have to.
We have to.
We have to because otherwise we're going to get called out on it.
We didn't talk to each other.
Nope. Did not make a phone call. We didn't trade one
Bro.
pant leg for another.
We're both wearing blue shirts.
Well,
I didn't even notice that yet.
Whoa.
We've been together all day.
you got a beard. I don't.
I can grow a beard.
Mm-hmm.
I have hairy arms and you don't.
I don't.
We both have. Well, you jumped the bandwagon. I got Sanooks.
Okay, what is it? Ukulele,
Ukuleles.
whatever the heck they are.
But, ladies and gentlemen,
Whoa.
stars and bars.
That's right.
All right.
Did not coordinate that.
No.
Twins day at work.
no
But
twinning days.
yeah. So what the heck has been going on? We've been busy.
We have. We had an interview with Eric that we posted yesterday or the day before. Eric Robeson, awesome real estate
Undertaker.
agent, coach,
Yeah.
Undertaker, dad of 3 girls.
Yeah, bless his heart.
Yep. Awesome guy. And then we just got back, fresh off the plane, from the worst city on the face of this planet, New Orleans.
That was your favorite. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, we got people getting shot, killed, mugged,
So we went to
beat
New
up,
Orleans.
stuff stolen.
Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
Nolans.
Nolans. Nolo?
No. Yeah.
Nolo. So we
Nola.
went, no, you can't cover the chicken and the Keep
Stop.
Calm and Rescue On,
Okay.
our unpaid sponsors. So we went for family reunion. There's 18,000 real estate agents out there. We flew out last Friday and got in late, like
Oh gosh.
midnight,
1 o'clock.
1
Yeah.
o'clock, something like that. First thing we did, I went to IHOP,
Did you?
had me some pancakes and bacon.
I came home, went to bed, got
You
up,
did.
got in here early,
You
but
did.
yeah. What did we learn? What did we learn from that? There's a lot of stuff that it's kind of it's an event. Well, what is it? First of all, for those that don't know,
It's called Family Reunion, and it's the once-a-year gathering of agents in our real estate brokerage, and they come across from literally the world, all transcend the different parts. Like a couple years ago, it was in Vegas. Last year was in Anaheim. It was in New Orleans this year. So get together. It's from Saturday until Tuesday, and it's main sessions where you literally got 18,000 people in one room, which is pretty crazy. And then there's breakouts, topic specific all day. Just a big networking. I know you and I will talk about this. It's changed. It's changed how we go. The first year I went, it was wake up, go to the first session, stay there till 8 o'clock at night. Don't skip meals, soak up every single class you can go to. Now, where we're at is the best material you can get typically is the hallway conversations.
I call it the hallway combos is where I get my meat and potatoes.
Yep. So it was good. We were there.
And I go back on that. That's the thing. It's because it's the people that you've cultivated these relationships over the years, and it's learning from them, and them learning from you, and some of the mistakes that they have made or you've made, or some of the successes. And
so I think walk through. So we got there. By the way, I am 34 years old, and it was the first time I've ever had not a nonstop flight. First time.
I was proud of you.
34 years.
I've been on more than half of your flights, actually.
Yes, I've
in your
flown, I
lifetime.
think, like 6 times in my lifetime. Half of them have been with you now.
It's exciting
Yeah.
watching you fly.
Yeah, it's very exciting watching me fly. So it's comatose is the word. I keep the big pharmacy business going when I fly. So flew out there, and then Saturday morning, right off the bat, went listen to kind of the state of the company and the statistics and what everything was going on. And Saturday was good. What did we do? Where did we go Saturday night? Saturday night we met people with our team.
Yep.
Went out to dinner.
And then we had another event the next night was the veterans
Yep.
gathering. We met with a bunch of agents that from all throughout the nation.
That either
Yep.
are veterans in real estate or like I'm not a
Spouses.
veteran, but our team services
Yep.
veterans.
Those
so,
that service vets. How about that?
yeah,
I think that was the big key. And
Really
people
good.
we've done business with, and
yeah.
people we haven't. And so that's
It's
that's
cool.
great.
It's cool seeing people that you've only seen on the email side
That's right.
from referrals or whatnot.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat. But yeah, I think, and then we also talked with a young lady out of Minot, North Dakota.
Yep.
Trying to help her out with her business, and You know,
Pretty cool.
If there's anything there, then, you know, by all means. And isn't that what we do?
Yeah,
Just trying to help people out.
We have somehow worked the system in such that we make a living helping others.
It's pretty simple.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. May not be easy, but it's simple.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the primary focus on that. So what were some of your big takeaways? If you don't mind me asking.
So my biggest overall takeaway was part of something you and I do on a daily basis is talk to people about getting into business with them in some level and researching opportunity. And one of the gentlemen that was on a panel that I sat in with was, he said, how do you vet and how do you find talented individuals to get into business with? And he said they've got to have three things. They've got to have integrity, grit, and woo. And he said integrity, he goes, we would not be meeting with each other if you did not have integrity. So by you and I, not you and I, but me and whoever I'm sitting with talking about getting in business with, we would not be having this conversation if I didn't realize you had integrity.
Yep.
So,
or initially up front until you
correct.
start going 3 layers.
Yeah, by having the conversation, you've passed the integrity part.
Yeah.
Grit. Grit is a popular word now, but grit is that you may not be the most talented individual. What's the talent quote that you gave our team today? That we were talking
goodness,
about?
we were talking about that earlier. Talent. Well, pardon me. Hard work will outdo talent when talent has run its course.
Yeah.
So, in other words, no matter how talented you are, you're going to have a cap, and then hard work kind of supersedes that.
Grit's that thing where the only way I think I could describe grit the most simple, boiled down way is grit is the people that do 1% more.
And boy, didn't we talk about that.
Right?
Yeah, we've talked about that and the effects of that.
Yeah. So integrity, grit, somebody that is just a gritty person, someone that's not afraid to get dirty and do something that somebody else is not. And then in woo is one of those that's I think you can't write a description of it. You just meet those individuals where you're like, that person wooed me. Yep.
They'll be able to persuade.
There's something about them.
Yep.
You know, that was probably the biggest one. The other one was actually, it was a book that I was listening to on the way over, so it still technically counts as family reunion, is After Action Report. And they were talking about how you guys, when you served after every event or op or whatever, there was an after action report.
Yep.
Like I've heard you say since day one debrief. Was the debrief is the most important part of the mission. Mm-hmm. And going, how do we apply that to our business, not only for big events, but even client appreciation events, or if we go and speak, like next week we're going to Phoenix and we're doing a mastermind for a market center up there, is even just a little thing like that, doing an after action report, going, okay, what worked, what didn't work, what do we need to adjust?
Well, I think that's the thing, is so you're making yourself better every single time, and you got to be real with yourself too, to understand that when you're criticizing, and you're not taking it personally, but you're just there to get better. Yeah. And I think when you do that time and time again, you start to understand what's working and what's not working and what to do at a higher level. So it's actually really cool.
You need to disconnect yourself from the not the outcome necessarily, but I use this example all the time, is with if me, you, and Jenny and our expansion leads are sitting there and we're talking about and I bring up an idea, and you guys start attacking the idea, not maliciously, but start attacking it, is you're not attacking me. It's like holding a piñata. Yep. Is people are hitting the piñata, they're not hitting you.
Yeah. And I think that's growth.
Yeah.
That helps you grow.
And the last thing is I continue to walk away with is it's all about the people you have in your foxhole. And when I go away with something like this, and somebody like Gary Keller, who we've in some aspect have trusted our business with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That when you sit back, I go, I want to be with the guy like Gary Keller, who does not need to work another day in his life. He's got all the money that he needs, that he's doing this for a passion and for a reason and for a cause.
That's pretty interesting.
that's the guy I want in my foxhole.
Yeah, that's any leader to that standpoint.
What about you?
I wrote some down. During a shift, people run to the experts. And I think, when you start to experience different shifts in different markets, you better have your skill set game down. And I think what happens is people get caught not increasing their skill set, and they can really shift their business.
So to kind of correlate to people that are outside of real estate, whatever they're in, is let's use surgeons, or not. Let's use roofers as an example. Okay, during monsoon season, roofing companies are the busiest they'll be all year. If you've got a leak or something like that, you just call whoever you got, right? Mm-hmm. You've got
who's available.
Yeah,
because they're all busy.
If you have a pulse and a roofing license, you can come fix my roof.
Yep.
Versus when it slows down on the off season, you're going to call and you're going to get bids. You're going to get estimates. You're going to call around and ask who's the best roofer because you have the ability to do that.
That's right.
In a shifting market in real estate, for just try to explain it to our 3 people that are listening, is that when everything's flying off the shelf, you just need a real estate agent with a pulse. Right?
Yep.
Because there's going to be multiple offers, this or that. But when it shifts and when it slows down, is you need the expert. You need the person that's going to get it done for you.
That is absolutely right. And I also wrote down your time, as in your time with people, doesn't have to be fair. No. It's got to be earned. And I really correlate that with even a team aspect. You may have you may do a lot of interaction with a bunch of people. However, we've got the liberty to understand that devote the time to those that are actually doing the things that need to be done.
Yep.
And ultimately you'll grow that way instead of, trying to, we use the analogy, and I know some people may not like this, but if your kids are getting A's and B's and they bring home a D, what do you focus on?
The D.
We're focusing on the D, where, maybe we should be focusing on the A's and B's to help enhance their abilities,
And
but then again, it's the same, but it's not, because that D can get them in trouble. So you need to get that up to a minimum standard.
But the difference is that what you said is not based off production, but based off of action.
Yeah, that's right. Based off action, because
meaning we'll spend all day long with a new agent that is doing all the right stuff.
Yep, doing the things that we were asking them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And conversely, there could be someone that's producing but not doing any of the actions, and you're kind of scratching your head going like, well, why? If it's like talking to a wall.
It's due time that will start to slip.
Correct.
And then those new habits, good luck at trying to get them to revert back to the habits that got them there to begin with.
And in a shifting market, you were 6 months behind the ball.
Yeah, I've been through this a couple times on a shifting market.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yep.
What else? There was team partnership versus a passenger ship. I think that's the thing. The way that we build our team out is we're partners. It's more of a partnership versus a passenger ship. We're not, we don't bring people in just to kind of jump on the side and kind of use the team as that leverage piece. It's more of we're there to help build them out instead of just jumping on and going for the ride.
The analogy is, I think, those old ship where everybody's holding on to the oar.
Yeah.
Rowing.
Yeah.
Versus a cruise ship where you've got 5 or 6 people in the front steering it and everybody else is partying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's a team effort. And that's what a team is.
It is.
One last thing that I had was, and this one was very key to me, was whenever you're growing, no matter what, in growth, you're always going to have a deficit into 4 different areas. One's going to be leadership, lead generation. This relates to real estate. Leadership, lead generation, administrative, and skill set.
But that lead generation could be whatever in any scenario.
Correct. It's how can you make your business better? How can you, how in real estate it's potentially leads. In a dentist, let's say dentist. Let's use that as an example. It's talking to the clients about their family members. Do they need services? Do they what kind of services they provide, and getting the feedback to help them enhance their business. So it's so many different factors, but it's ultimately lead generation is in every single business, no matter what you're looking at. There's database of clients somewhere, somehow. I don't care what you're selling or what kind of activity that you belong to, you will always have a boss and a client, and sometimes they're the same people.
Like, the military's got lead generation.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Everything does.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good one.
Yep. And like I say, and it comes down to, so there's going to be a deficit in one of those areas at all times.
Why is that?
And identify that. Because I think you start to grow in a certain area, but you're not growing as fast in one of the other areas or two of the other areas.
Yep.
So what you have to do is you have to identify that very fast and make a change in order to get it to the level that where you want to be. Because and I know you don't want to go backwards.
Yeah.
And that, or you don't want to stay stagnant. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And that's one of the things that you're looking at. And when I say growth, I don't mean number of people, or even number of contacts or contracts, or it has nothing to do with that. It's growing mentally. It's growing, exponentially sometimes, or I don't like growing linear because that's just more of an additional piece on it. But ultimately, it's being the best that you can possibly be in those 4 different categories. And of course, skill set, that's an easy one. You've always got to be learning based.
For sure.
And I think that's key. And admin, do you have the back end support to support everything that you're doing going forward?
Meaning you could have great leaders, great skill set, and the lead generation is booming, but the admin can't keep up
There you go.
with it. Or vice versa. You could have the greatest leaders in the world, the greatest staff, greatest skill set, but if you don't have the leads to work, those other 3 don't.
That was the thing that we talked about this, and when we were in the beginning stages of growth mode, making sure, and I'll talk about this from an expansion standpoint of real estate. Have to make sure your hub or the main location is in order before you can do anything.
Yeah,
that's
Absolutely.
the first piece to failure. You start to grow wide, you start to grow and open up locations, and you don't have the support on the administrative on the back end or the transaction coordination or the marketing, you're going to fail. You're going to fail there, and you're going to fail internally.
Yep.
That
It'll
is
implode.
not good. So it took us 3 different times going to a course that supposedly is coming up here, and I think it might be on hold, but anyhow, which is what?
ESO.
Expansion.
System orientation.
And that right there, we went 3 times with the intent to expand, but we found out very quick that no, we're not ready for it because we didn't have that admin piece in play and a little bit of the skill set too.
One of the classes that 2 of our agents went to out there, they brought up their biggest takeaway was as far as growth and adding people into your world, into your business, that 1 + 1 may not always equal 2.
Yeah.
Meaning, a team brings somebody on, that person may not be that there's 2 people now because of skill set. It may equal 3 people. Like you may bring that person in, they're so talented, they do the work of 2 people. Or that person may come in and they're so toxic that they take away from your business. So now you've got 1 + 1 equals -4.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
You go
you're right.
backwards.
Because, and that's the thing is you got to be on top of that because what is your minimum standard? Are they hitting that at a minimum? It's not that's the benchmark.
Yeah.
You
One of the quotes I heard a long time ago was, what is the barrier to entry to get into your organization? Look at your weakest link that's currently in it. And are you okay with that? Meaning, what's the minimum that you're going to allow to get into your world? And then look at whoever's in your organization who you would consider the weakest link, and go, well, if they're still there, that's the barrier to entry. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
That's a tough one sometimes.
It is.
It's a tough one.
Forces you to level up and really evaluate. Evaluate's huge.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about New Orleans outside of work?
Food.
Really?
Heck yeah.
What was the favorite thing you ate?
Charbroiled oysters.
Ugh. Ugh.
Dude, New Orleans got some of the best food in the world. I'll give them that.
Debatable.
Charbroiled oysters.
You and I disagree on food a lot.
Yeah, well, hey, I like food.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you're like that plain Jane kind of guy. Cheeseburger, no cheese.
I eat
No
cheese.
tomato.
No, I like Mexican
dude.
food. I like Mexican food.
But no, they got some good. It's fattening food. Tell you that.
Dude. So
Beignets.
that was decent.
Those are good.
We went there and I bought a box and brought it home. We've made them like 3 or 4 times already. and I make them better than
One of
Cafe
the
Du Monde.
one of the spouses that went down with us called my wife the other day and said, "Hey, look at the mountains because it snowed here. They look like beignets." So when you start correlating the mountains that are
Yeah.
covered with snow to
I-
beignets,
I did have some seafood gumbo that was good.
Yeah.
I had oysters that made me sick. You and I devoured a plate of Rocky Mountain oysters
yeah,
in the Denver
Yeah.
airport.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
I
I
started
would-
mentally going through like, all right, not good. If you don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, they're
I ate almost the whole plate by myself.
yeah, that's great.
That some of the best food I had was in the
That was on
airports.
the way home.
No, that was going out.
Was that going out?
Yeah, we stopped by
Oh,
Vegas.
it was because okay, good.
Yeah.
Your wife didn't have to smell your breath. How about that?
Yeah. That was good.
Anyhow,
It was good. Yeah, it was. It's New Orleans is different.
yeah, and no joke. In all seriousness, there was what 5 innocent bystanders that were shot. One
Within three
individual that was killed,
within 3 blocks of where we were
Yep.
staying.
and then there was one guy down the road pulled the gun out, shot, and
Yep.
then I just
Just
read in the paper the other
2
day.
days after we got back.
Yeah, people were
3
killed
other-
literally right at the place that we were at. It's just like, I'm like, my goodness,
Something. What was crazy was when we left the Cafe Du Monde, the oldest restaurant or beignet
I don't even
place or
know.
something.
We can make it up. They won't know.
1864, I think, is what it was. Yeah, that
Yeah.
it's been there for. Is walking up those steps and how the river is like
Right there.
it's above
It's
you.
above you.
Like you're
It's
looking.
because you're underground. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And all the.
Like after looking at that, and then you kind of look down the streets and like, oh, that's how it flooded.
Yeah. Very easily.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Yep. What are you excited about that you got coming up?
We got a lot of stuff coming up. I know that we've been planning a summit here in the fall.
Yep.
We talked about a little bit of something coming up here in the spring here with some leadership pieces. I've got some trips that are scheduled coming out. We're getting ready to go to, believe it or not, I'm sure you know that guy, Tony Robbins.
Heard of him once.
Yeah. So we're going to go see what he's got to deliver and kind of, I don't know if I'm going to be walking on hot coals or not, but
So 1 week, we go down to Mexico to build a house.
that's right. We're going to Mexico.
I'm back
Oh.
for 2 days, and then I go back to California for 2 days, and I come back, and the day I get back is the day we've got a client appreciation event.
Nice.
God
Then
bless.
I'm going to Peru.
God bless my wife.
Yep. Going to Peru for a week, going to Belize, going to, heck, I don't know. There's something every month. But
Yep. November's looking good.
it's by design. That's the thing.
It is.
So a lot of stuff with the agents right now. We're really kind of hunkering down, making sure that they get everything and more than what they need to
Absolutely.
be successful, to help out the clients.
Yeah,
overall.
we will, in a shifting market, by the end of the day today, we'll have set a record for most contracts written in a month.
That's right. That's
It's
actually
exciting.
That's actually very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get so caught up in the busyness, and we just got to pause and to look at it and go, we did it in the shortest month of the year.
That's right. 28.
It's pretty crazy.
28. We got one more day, too.
I'm actually going to become a vegetarian for the 29th,
Oh, my gosh.
30th,
This
and
just turned
31st.
south.
The-
You're doing a turn?
The 29th through the 31st of February.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to stop drinking beer
I'm
those
going-
3 days, too.
I'm going full vegetarian.
What was it, 29th, 30th, and 31st of
Yeah,
February?
Yeah, these three.
Okay.
Yeah, 29th,
I'm with
30th,
you, dude.
31st. You can do it
That's
with me?
the only 3 days I'll be a vegetarian.
Yep, me too. My daughter last night, side note,
Yeah?
people are going to stop listening now. My daughter last night decided that she was going to be a vegetarian. My 10-year-old daughter. We started walking through her favorite food groups, and she's like, "No, I'm going to do it." So
Okay.
we are eating bacon.
I've got a video that I can
For-
send to you,
Or-
and she will definitely be a vegetarian.
Yeah, right.
I thought
Right.
about it yesterday for about 10 minutes.
We're going to eat bacon every meal until she gives in.
Yeah. It was called meat tumor.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. YouTube that.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
You might not eat meat
I'm good.
for, it was,
That's
yeah, it was
disgusting.
nasty.
All right.
So,
That's
good.
all I got.
All right.
You got anything
Yeah.
else?
You know what? I think we're set up for
It's going
a
to be
couple of
good.
weeks. We got a couple different interviews coming up. I know that.
Absolutely.
And then also we've got another coaching call with Kristen that we're going to broadcast live.
Absolutely. That'll be in 2 weeks.
That's right. So we'll be doing that. But other than that, referral group. What do we do with that for real estate agents? Because I want to put this in that link as well.
Which referral group?
PCS referral.
Yep.
So we just started getting active with that group. We're going to start bringing some serious value to them.
So one of
try and help them out.
One of our biggest things is our big why is that we want to, and we do it. The majority of our business is helping families and individuals. PCS. So they're moving permanent change of station from one station to the next. We created a closed Facebook group for real estate agents around these bases so that we can send business and people can send business to us of people that are qualified agents. So they can just go on Facebook and Google referral PCS real estate network and fill out the information and go from there.
That's right. Yeah, and I think one of the things we're talking about right now is we're getting involved with Wreaths Across America. I don't know why I can't say that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Wreaths Across America, which is actually, in a nutshell, what it does is it's a volunteer organization. It's all it is. It's there's no money that's funded for this. It's just strictly volunteer, and it's putting a wreath on a headstone of every vet possible in different cemeteries across the nation. We will close it out for Tucson, making sure every tombstone of a vet has a wreath on it. December 14th.
No, 5,500, 5,500.
Yeah, I think it's I'm saying 6,000.
So 6
wreaths.
So
we will make sure that. Yep.
The money to purchase 6,000 wreaths, and on the 14th of December, go out and put them on all the headstones of all the veterans.
So Marcia Moon, Barbara Brownlee. Barbara was one of the individuals that started Honor Flight, brought Honor Flight to Tucson.
Yep.
So Mover Shaker, one of the one percenters. Marcia Moon, she's a Gold Star mom.
So and we will,
and we're going to help her out.
We'll also be doing this in Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Kansas City, Albuquerque, and Las Vegas.
That's right.
So if there's anybody listening those locations, love to connect you with someone from our team because we'll be putting wreaths on those.
And one of the ways we're talking about doing it is for every single house that we, or for every family that we help, or every house that we sell, one wreath will be donated on the behalf of that family
from Team Integrity. But it's also getting matched.
Yes, it's getting matched by a couple people right now.
Yep. So
i.e. lender
each
Paul
transaction is going to end up being 3 or 4 wreaths.
That's right. So that's how we're doing it.
That's awesome.
It's the smallest amount of respect that we can give to those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. And on that note, I think we're good.
Awesome.
So you'll hear more about that.
Yep.
So anyhow,
all right.
Talk
to you
later,
soon.
guys.
Bye.
Peace.